Been busy?
Yeah.
Got a lot going on. Do you?
Bitch, you just mad because you looking at yourself. You looking at the negative version of yourself. Come on, that's why you ever notice how people about to start hating like that because they feel because they carrying guilt around with them.
Oh no, he's clearly carrying guilt around.
Look at him trying to sit up here and buck up to somebody. Bitch, you were him. We just talking, Martin and myself, before we start the review here. We said, man, we gotta lock them doors out here. I'm telling that to everybody. You better lock your doors because you never know. If you don't, Bill Murray might be walking through. Bill Murray. It's true. Bill Murray just walks through people's homes.
Just shows up.
Crashes people's weddings and bar mitzvahs and birthday parties and shit.
You show up to work, he's doing your job.
Yeah. Yeah, man. He's like a stray cat. Just walking in. You never know when Bill Murray's going to walk in and just start tripping over and knocking over your furniture. Look at this shit.
Is, I think, it looks like Bill Murray. We'll be back.
Whoa! Yeah, Bill Murray just come in drunk, falling over shit. Bill Murray is like a lawsuit waiting to happen. Well,
yeah, but it's Bill Murray.
But it's Bill Murray. You won't do that. He may take you on a wild party. You know, because there are people who have Bill Murray fantasies. People just leave doors open on purpose, thinking that Bill Murray's gonna just breeze through and whisk you away on one of the best nights you've ever had.
Sure.
Yeah.
And every so often I get robbed, but one day.
But you know, it's
worth it.
It was worth it, man.
He just has to stop by one time. It'll be worth it.
You know what? He took all my savings, but gave me the best night, some of the best memories I've ever had. Bill Murray. God damn it!
Oh,
shit! I like the way he hit that dude's ass. Did you see that?
That look on his face when he realized, like, oh, this is really happening.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's what you get. You should have kept walking. Look at him. He gonna hit his ass and hit the ground. Yeah, man. Yeah, a lot of people think Bill Murray's gonna come into the house, your house, when you leave the door open, and he's gonna come in and just be like, "Hey, put that down. Stop whatever you're doing. Let's go have some fun."
Me and you guy, we got a party.
Yep. Yeah, man. Just you and Bill out there having one great drunken night. Your girl, Sofia Coppola over here, she's kind of capitalized on that.
Sure.
She just made movies where it's crazy nights with old Bill. just cut the camera on and buy him a drink. Do whatever. And they team him up with younger actresses, just to show you just how charming he is, man. Ain't nobody looked at that. Ain't nobody looked at Bill Murray with a younger actress and said, "Ooh, that's gross." Everybody like, yeah, but he.
So what are you doing here?
Getting paid $2 million to endorse a whiskey. The good news is the whiskey works.
In the city and in the country.
Oh, look at that, man. They put him next to a young, gorgeous chick like
Scarlett Johansson.
I started to say Black Widow. Scarlett Johansson over there. Scarlett Johansson, just to boost his charm. Who can resist when you see that? Probably the younger woman who plays his daughter in this new movie, who sees through all his bullshit.
Of course.
Yeah, you can run that shit on you can run that shit on Scarlett Johansson. I know you, mother. Yeah, this is Laura. Laura played by Rashida Jones in this movie. We just saw Lost in Translation right there. We're talking about On the Rocks. And On the Rocks, Rashida Jones plays Laura. And Laura is Felix's daughter. Felix, of course, is played by Bill Murray. Fun-loving Bill Murray. A lot of things going on with her. She can't write a book that she already sold. The kids are wearing her out. A lot of this is coming from the feelings that her husband, Dean, is probably cheating on her.
I mean, he's gone all the time.
Yeah, he just started a company, this online company, and he's being just torn around all the country, having to go to this meeting, that meeting, this convention, and trying to get his business off the ground. And then that's when a good old dad, Felix, played by Bill Murray, swoops in. And he said, "Girl, you remember that time that I around on your mom. I'm a pro at this cheating
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. I see what your husband's up to.
Yeah.
Game knows game.
Game knows game. And by the way, he's pretty sloppy at it. Because I was great.
Amateur hour. He must want to get caught.
He's like, you know what? I'm gonna help you out with your marriage, and plus, hey, this will be fun. I mean, yeah, sure, your life is falling apart, but let's make lemonade out of this. We'll get to spend some good father-daughter time together. Quality.
Plus, he's kind of like, listen, yeah, look how you dress and how you with these kids all the time. You ain't fun no more. That's why your husband's around.
Exactly.
Let me make you fun again.
Yeah, sitting up here looking like the Hamburglar and shit. Come on, come on, girl. Let's go out and have fun. What do you say, kid? Let's go ahead and see this trailer for On the Rocks.
Back in town.
Been busy?
Yeah. Got a lot going on.
Do you?
Bitch, you just mad because you looking at yourself. You looking at the negative version of yourself. Come on, that's why you ever notice how people about to start hating like that because they carrying guilt around with them.
Oh no, he's clearly carrying guilt around.
Look at him trying to sit up here and buck up to somebody. Bitch, you were him.
Here's the plaza. This is the place to have an affair. It has the most exits.
Exits on 3 streets.
He is like, look, I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I got this whole city mapped.
You know, I would be more mad. Cause I was like, I know that this was like 30 years ago, but you really had, when you around with my mother, I mean, you were methodical about that shit. I mean, it ain't. This ain't exactly cool that you know all this like this and telling your daughter.
Can you just act a little less excited about this? Because this is my life, and it might be falling apart.
I mean, I don't know.
This is sort of like the spiritual successor to Lost in Translation. If the character quit acting, became an art dealer, and we found out that fun-loving guy that we see in this movie right here was kind of an asshole.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
It really is what it. It's like yeah, all that fun. Like yeah, you're having a good time as long as you don't stop and think about it.
Yeah. I mean, the thing with Lost in Translation is that we didn't know where things would go because the movie had no place to really go, which means that it was more of a character piece that just kind of had this spontaneous spirit about it.
Sure. It was almost kind of stream of consciousness, the way they were just floating around Japan, going from one place to another.
Yeah.
And you wondered, is there a romantic connection between the two of them? I mean, there's a gigantic age difference, but they're getting along so well. You're almost like, oh, but if only.
Yeah.
But they don't.
You never know what happens with this. But, this movie kind of starts out that way, where it lets the characters just be. He whisked his daughter away, doing all the stuff that we wish we could do with Bill Murray.
Yeah,
it's really
it's the Bill Murray fantasy.
It really is. It's day drinking with Bill Murray at a fancy restaurant, cool dinners at night, sitting in the booth. He's giving you the history. That seat you're sitting in right there. That's where Lauren Bacall sat when Humphrey Bogart, old Bogey, proposed to her. Mm-hmm. Eating caviar late night in sports cars while you're doing sort of a midnight spy adventure. And it's all capped off with going to the beach in sunny Mexico. I mean, all this sounds great.
Awesome.
All this, yeah. Shit, I don't give a how many women he cheated on. Shit, sign me up. Shit, I'll be your wingman. I'll distract the wife or the husband or whatever you try to do. No, it sounds like you envy Bill Murray in this, man. You envy him because he knows everyone from cops to resort owners, man. He knows everyone in town. He knows everyone in other countries. He's amazing.
Yeah, no. He's everything you wish you could be when you reach that age in life.
The little people love him. The kids.
Yeah.
The kids love him. Even when he's putting his funky ass foot up in their face. Like he about to kick her across that room. Shut up, bitch. Stop cried. Now the kids love him, man. Even when he's messing with them, they adore him.
And how do you bluff?
Poker face.
Poker face. Poker face. Poker face. Nice.
See, when y'all 20 years old, let me get the number of your friends. You remember old grandpa now? Y'all graduate. You know, with Bill Murray being the kind of person that he is, I mean, you learn early on that he's not with his daughter's mother anymore. You kind of feel like there's something going on with this character. You know, he makes a big entrance everywhere he goes. What is he? You know, kind of hiding under that, but you still like that character a lot. How you feel about the movie and the character? Whatever.
No. This movie. I mean, we start with the story of Rashida Jones worried that her husband is cheating on her. You know, and we see how hectic her life is. But that's not the movie. That's not the story at all. The story is Bill Murray.
Yes,
it lives and dies on following Bill Murray around and us getting and watching him be the Bill Murrayest of Bill Murrays.
Yeah, he comes in, he is doing, as you say, he is at his Bill Murrayest, which is it's fun. We all just love Bill Murray because Bill Murray don't have to be nothing else the rest of his life but Bill Murray. Mm-hmm. You don't have to play no other roles. Mm-hmm. Shit, even when he was Garfield, that ain't Garfield, that's Bill Murray. That's Garfield as Bill Murray.
Right.
But when he enters the movie, with all the fun that he brings and the charm, he also brings in a very predictable plot line. Set up all these things for me to just roll my eyes and be like, well, let me guess. Oh, this happens. Oh, let me guess that. You know, it is such a TV sitcom subplot that the biggest thing is that the complaint I have about this is that it's just very predictable. Also, Rashida Jones. Maybe if I could get more into her character, I would feel a little more interested, even with this for me with this kind of lazy story they have going on. But she's so detached in the movie, at least for the first half. You know, and I get that she's supposed to be that way, you know, because she's just kind of drifting right now because she doesn't know where things stand in her life. She's also very detached from her husband's world and his work, that she feels drained all the time. But, you know, sometimes it feels weird. Like she goes to that party and she gets introduced to people. She's like, hi, so, yeah, what's your name? You like working here? And he just freezes. And it's like, all right, that's not being detached or socially awkward. You got autism or some shit at this point. You know, it's like, it doesn't say nothing. They're like, just say anything. Say, excuse me. You know, it gets weird. And I'm just kind of like, shit, no wonder your husband might be bored with you.
Well, I mean, I get being at a party where you don't know people and having that social anxiety. And especially when you do try to talk to people, the way those girls looked at her, it really did seem like, ooh, you're here? Oh, there's some shit going on. You don't know. Yeah, well, I didn't even get that because I don't know if these girls. I didn't know if those girls knew if there was anything going on or not. I'm not saying anything about the movie. I'm not saying if something's going on or not. I don't think anybody had any knowledge. I think everybody just looking at her like, okay, what the you know? Oh no, I got a total vibe from like up to that point. I was like, whatever. But that was the thing that made me go, ooh.
Yeah, I just saw it as weird. But people get different things out of it. Not that it's not fun. Not at all. It's not. It's nice. For one thing, it's nice seeing pre-pandemic New York, man.
Sure.
Because that New York don't exist no more right now.
I know.
Shit.
Why are you teasing us like that?
All the reason why Bill Murray ain't walked in that fucking door because he's in quarantine right now. And Bill Murray does make, I mean, I don't think everybody will agree with me. I thought the plot was lazy, but Bill Murray makes it a lot of fun, And there's moments where, with her just, this weird thing with her father going around doing this, that's when she livens up. And Rashida Jones is actually pretty fun too when she's with him. That's when she livens up. I did not like her at first. When around her, when she's with him and we're around the both of them, it got a little better to me. I would say this though, man. And I can't say that this is a large part of the film, but it was great seeing Marlon Wayans calming his ass down for a moment and doing some acting.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's what I've always said, man. People, you know, I'm not saying that I don't like Marlon Wayans. I just get tired of all that goddamn screaming
And mugging.
all the time. You know, all that screaming all the time. And I feel bad about the things that I've said about Marlon Wayans in the past because I do like Marlon Wayans. That's why I've always, I guess, gone off like I have.
Sure.
But I can't, that screaming, I couldn't take that shit anymore.
One man screamed like a...
You know, look, I don't even mind the screaming. One of the funniest laughs that I got from Marlon Wayans is when he was screaming in Living Color. They were making fun of Def Comedy Jam.
Yeah.
And Marlon, this to me, in all of Marlon Wayans' screaming career, this right here is the best, to me, is the best scream he's ever done. He looked like a Muppet. He's I mean, just to let you know, I'm not against him screaming. One of the best laughs I've ever got was him screaming. Like somebody's about to throw a boulder on his ass. Do you remember the sketch right here? Man, just a quick aside. When in Living Color was on top of his game, man, where it was the Marlins, the Wayans family in there. Man, that shit was hilarious,
It was.
man.
And their assessment of Def Jam comedy was right on the money.
It really was, man.
Because you always watch it, you're like, hey, shit ain't that goddamn funny.
Yeah, I'd watch it because they even did jokes on there. They were talking about. Well, they said just get on there and just get nasty. I like Marlon Wayans so much, and I know the potential in him acting. I really loved him, and I mean, like everybody says this. What was it?
Requiem for a Dream.
Requiem for a Dream. And the thing about Marlon Wayans is that he's very charismatic, but he does a certain kind of charisma that not everybody can do. He has a very low key and a very quiet charisma when he wants to. Like there's even moments where he's playing with the kids, and he's not in there, you know, like and doing all that kind of shit. No, he's actually a good actor, man. And you wouldn't be able to really tell from you'd be saying you'll say like, okay, he's doing well here. I like him. Wow, that's Marlon Wayans. He's good, but he's just not in the movie a lot.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot to his part.
But you can see if he was given more,
Yeah,
he'd be able to hold it down. Yeah, man.
especially later in the film.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
he's out for a while, but when he comes back strong.
Yeah. There's a really cool confrontation in this movie, man. I'll just say that. But I'm with you, man. The best thing about this movie, or this story that I'm actually criticizing, is that it is very subtle in whose story it is. It's very deceptive, and it is. Once you watch it long enough, the camera's on everybody else, man. The camera spends more time on everybody else. The story spends more time on everybody else. But it's deceptive in that it is Bill Murray's story. It seems like it's Laura's story, but it's really Felix's story. And you have to pay attention to what's being said. You have to listen to certain parts of dialogue. You have to listen to stories that are being retold. You have to just see this man's actions sometimes.
Yeah.
There are things that he does they don't even like. They're not the main part of the shot. They're almost like in a side shot. Like he's singing to a crowd of people. He has to make a big entrance into everything he does. He has to prove to every time he's going somewhere, it's followed by some epitaph or some story about the history of something. He's always trying to impress people, including his daughter. It's a story about a guy who seems very confident, but if you look closer, he's really insecure.
Yeah, it's funny because he's like people I've known, but they don't pull it off as well as him.
Yeah,
because with him, you like following him, and he's doing this, and even though you kind of know like. There's more to this. And what you say about the story being predictable, you're not wrong. It just didn't like that. I was like right off the bat, I was like, I get that. I'm okay with that. There's enough here that I'm entertained by and I'm intrigued by. The only thing I had more of a problem with is that it's one of those. This is propelled because she won't have a conversation.
Yeah, that's that too.
That like that was probably the biggest thing. It's like I'm enjoying this, but really a conversation could put an end to the strife we're having.
That's part of my whole sitcom thing too.
Yeah, it definitely is. But also, even though it happened somewhat, I was disappointed that he didn't get called out more.
Yeah,
because hey, I mean, I'm enjoying it, and like I said, I know people in real life, and he's better than them. But I was like, yeah, there still needs to be some acknowledgement. I mean, look, he's unflappable. He's at this point, he's like, listen, I'm in my 70s. I ain't going. I did what I did. I am who I am.
Yeah.
Whatever.
At this point, yeah.
Ain't gonna change.
I yam's what I am.
Yeah. But still, a little bit more of a, yo, man, you hurt a lot of people.
I'm glad
really
they
bad.
didn't, because that's
It would have been pointless.
it would have been pointless, and it would have been even more predictable. I'm glad the movie just said this. Everybody is who they are or not. But the thing is, it's easy to get caught up in somebody who seems like, and it's so movies do this. It's so easy for movies to get caught up in somebody who is like this character, and then they got to try to put them in their place and make the audience feel good, to let them know, like, look, we look at y'all. We're telling them. We're letting them know. The movie didn't do that. The movie just said, hey, accept this for what it is. I don't, this, because we ain't gonna get this motherfucker to change, and then
Yeah.
at all. It's and I like it that even in moments where he's called out, it's not a huge dramatic moment.
No. I didn't want that. I was glad that didn't happen.
I do think this is a extremely lazy script that is actually being held up by the actors. Even Sofia Coppola, I'll give her credit, man. Sofia Coppola still has a way of letting everything around these characters speak. The characters carry the movie. She lets just her filmmaking speak for itself. The city, is sort of a character in the film. I do appreciate those moments where she allows those characters to just wonder and be themselves. But mostly, it's her being able to tell the story of a character without having to actually take those dramatic tropes of highlighting all those speeches and those climaxes and those moments where that we have to have the moment to make the audience feel good.
Sure.
You don't even know what this movie's about, this character. That is something that's not easy to do too, where you have a movie about a character and that character's never front and center, really. Mm-hmm. Everybody gets more screen time than this character. And if you notice, he's never by himself.
True. He's
always with her. So you have a movie where the main character is actually your supporting character.
It's a magic trick.
How do they do that?
Is this your card? What?
She pulled Bill Murray out my ear. This is it gets bumped up because for a while it was a high rental for me. High rental. The filmmaking's good. It's such like if you had a script that might have been given to mainstream Hollywood and somebody took it, it was like, all right, I'm gonna do the best I can with this, and I can make this much better. I can't do anything about the writing here though, but because of the storytelling trick that she did with Bill Murray, that bumps it up to a very low matinee for me, but a matinee nevertheless.
Yeah, I felt the same way. It was one of those where I was like, just looking at it on paper, there's not much to it, and a lot of people are calling it one of her lesser efforts, which is funny because I don't like so many of her movies, and this one I did like a lot. The actors and the direction that really sells it, that makes you want to go along with it, and I was kind of like, huh. I mean, it ends well. It was a good length, but
yeah,
I could have gone a few more places. Also, I love the fact that them driving around in that little red sports car, he turned into Mr. Magoo.
Oh yeah,
cut people off and roadhog.
Oh yeah, he's car, spitting gas and. Yeah, man.
But yeah, it was a matinee for me.
Yeah, I forgot. She also did. Did she do the Bling Ring?
That was the other one. I was like, there was another one that I didn't like. That was it, the Bling Ring.
I like that one. All right, as you can see, forgettable for me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. Yeah, no, I enjoyed this. Like I said, man. Maybe we just need to do the opposite. Maybe we just need to bust into Bill Murray's house. I'm tired of waiting on you, goddammit. No, come on, let's go.
Where are we going?
Get up.
We flying to Mexico, right?
Yeah, you going on all these adventures and shit. Take me on one.
You can't just get on a plane. You gotta have your IDs and your social.
No, we don't. We got you. We got Bill Murray. Hey, he speaks for me. Let's go.